Welcome to Imperfect in an Uncertain World, resources for living with authenticity and purpose. Being grateful is sometimes really tough, but what happens when, instead of keeping a gratitude journal that we reflect upon at the end of the day and write down things that we're grateful for, what happens if we become a living, breathing gratitude journal? Let's talk about how to make that happen. Now, wisdom comes from the least expected sources sometimes. Um, as an example, I was talking to a coworker a couple of weeks ago, and she shared her perception of a current situation. It wasn't until after she left that I really comprehended, I really got what she told me. It was a matter of she understood what she had, but there was really little appreciation for what she recognized. And that realization just made me sad. But instead of getting stuck in that sorrow for more than a moment, I engaged the reframe. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you will recognize that the power of the reframe is strong within me. And so instead of judging her, my internal voice asked me, when I experienced what she experienced, when I understood but didn't appreciate what I had. So we all have those moments where our understanding is disconnected from our appreciation, our what was present in my life that I understood or didn't appreciate. And if I want to dig down deeper, why didn't I appreciate it? So I'm going to tell you that as the memory slowly trickled in, because it was more than one time that I understood what I had but didn't quite appreciate it. I was humbled by the many things that I really take for granted. I recognized the number of seeds that my lack of gratitude planted in the ground of my being. And I asked myself, in that moment, and in the moments when I recognize these things, how can I shift to a place of gratitude? Now, this shift requires an ongoing commitment to the bridge between understanding and appreciation. So I'm going to tell you that my biggest takeaway from all of this was not to take anything for granted. There's no understanding and moving on without gratitude being present. Even if I only spend a moment acknowledging my gratitude and feeling that gratitude course through my being, that's enough. What I am doing is I'm creating a somatic memory of gratitude in my body, so it's easier to return to that feeling. So it's not the duration of the gratitude that matters, it's the act of gratitude itself. And when we commit to this way of being, we don't keep a gratitude journal. We become a gratitude journal. And that's what's important, is in every moment of every day, we have an opportunity to name our gratitude and live in that gratitude in the moment. And it will change us and change all those people around us. So you might be asking, well, how can I do this? Here are just some simple tips to get you started. You're probably going to find some other tips as you move along your own gratitude journal living. Set your intent each morning to find those things for which you're grateful. Very simple. Wake up and say, I want to be aware of the things for which I'm grateful. Now, when you come upon something for which you're grateful, either internally or externally, vocalize your appreciation. And so this might be words uttered from your mouth. It might be a whisper in your mind. It might be a physical expression. It might be a thank you. It might be a hug. In some way, show your gratitude. Now, it's inevitable that you are going to miss some moments of gratitude. So what do? Whenever you recognize it, acknowledge it. Just take a moment. It might only be 10 seconds. Take a moment, acknowledge your appreciation in that moment, in the most appropriate way that you can do it. Sometimes what I'll do is when it hits me, gratitude, I might send a quick text to someone. I might just mention it. It might be that I write somebody a note. So it's just to remember that. Because when we live in gratitude, we consciously and intentionally share its spirit with everyone we meet. Gratitude just doesn't stop with the acknowledgement, it goes out. And in doing so, we become a beacon of unconditional love and support in an uncertain world. And I think that's really what being a gratitude journal is all about, is becoming that beacon of unconditional love and support. So I want to thank you for listening, watching. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Additional resources are available at intentandaction.com. That's intentandaction.com. If you need a little bit of help shifting into being a living, breathing gratitude journal, give me a shout out. Would love to work with you as an intuitive coach catalyst. But most importantly, find those moments, find those things for which you're grateful for, and live from that gratitude. Thank you and have an awesome rest of the day.